Welcome to Take 5. Here is your host, Dr. Driver.
Shalom. Welcome to Take 5. I'm your host, Dr. Driver. In my last episode of Take 5, I covered Romans chapter 12, looking at verses 9 through 13. The topic is behaving like a Christian. And I covered how we need to love one another, how we need to serve one another, and to work and to have a zeal of the Lord and things that are important to our Christian walk. But most people don't really get how to really practice Christianity. They don't know what to do. And I'm giving you the verses that will help you. And it's tough. I'm telling you, it is tough to practice Christ-like love when the world doesn't want to receive it. So, we're going to look at verses 14 through 16 in Romans chapter 12. It starts off by saying, "Bless those who persecute you, bless and do not curse." That's verse 14. Now that starts off right out the gate. Bless those who persecute you. Jesus talked about this. He even talked about that on the Sermon on the Mount. Just look at Matthew chapters 5 and 6. Really powerful. But I'm telling you, yes, pray for those who persecute you, who are mean to you. Just pray for those who just want to be mean. I could come up with some axiom words, if you will, but the point is, you know what I'm talking about. There are people that are mean. It says, pray for those people and bless them in your prayers. Bless them when you see them. Say, hey, Supervisor Smith, may God bless you. They may not receive it. And if they don't receive it, guess what? It's going to come back to you. Don't curse them. Don't curse them in your mind. Don't curse them in your speech. Don't curse them in your prayer. Trust me, my friends, it does work. When God says, for those who are persecuting you, bless them, then bless them. And there are a lot of people that are going to persecute you, okay? So keep that in mind. Verse 15, it says, rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn. Now, it is very difficult for people to celebrate the good news that you got promoted. But, okay, find people that will rejoice with you. There are people that will rejoice with you. Don't sow your blessing or share a blessing to those that won't rejoice with you. It will quench your spirit, my friends. Are you hearing me? Only share your blessings with those who will share the blessings in return. Meaning, if they're hearing God's blessing you, God's going to bless them because they're rejoicing with you. That's how it works. It's paying forward. So I'm going to rejoice when you say you got a raise. Hey, I didn't get a raise, but I'm going to rejoice that you got a raise. Then it says, mourn with those who mourn, or weep with those who weep. My friends, there are people who are hurting bad. Just because they're crying doesn't mean you cry. Show empathy, show sympathy, show compassion, mourn with them. Don't make it about you. Don't say, hey, I know what you're going through. I had the same issue. And then take the whole attention off of them and put it on you. Don't do that. That's insensitive. That's not loving. That's not of Christ. Okay? Verse 16. It says, live in harmony with one another. Live in harmony. Be at peace if possible with your neighbor. But this says live in harmony with one another. That's even in your home. You might be married to someone that's not saved. That's possible. Live in harmony. The Bible tells you how to behave if it's a Christian husband or a Christian wife. It tells you how to behave to the unsaved spouse. Read the Bible, please. And just remember, love is everything. Love covers a multitude of sins. But live in harmony means be at peace. And do not be proud. It says do not be proud. Be willing to associate with people of low positions. And don't be conceited. So those are three things in verse 16 that I really want to close on. It says do not be proud and be willing to associate with people of low positions, okay? Don't be proud and do not be conceited. Oh, how many times do we hear people brag and say, look at me, look at me, look at me? I tell you, I get tired of seeing it. I see it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Look at me, I got this. Stop it. And just because you got promoted to a high position like CFO or CEO or whatever it may be, it doesn't mean you can't say to those who are supervisors or those who are working on the assembly line, how you doing? Please do. Walk by leadership. Walk by management. Show Christ. Yes, you have responsibilities, but show Christ. So it really is clear to me that we must live in harmony with everyone. And if you're in high position, like I was in the military, I was a senior officer, I still talk to my chiefs, I still talk to my enlisted. And I always let them know, if you need anything, let me know. I'm here to serve. That's a great leader. When you're telling those in other positions below you, you're willing to serve them, as the Bible tells us we must serve one another, that will give you the respect that you deserve, and people will follow you unquestionably. They will just follow you to the end, okay? And don't think you're better than everybody, and never be conceited. Hey, join me again on another episode of Take 5 as we finish out chapter 12 of Romans.